All right, all right, all right. Y'all thought you got rid of me, but I'm coming back. Yes, I am. I'm coming back incognito because that's what us Southern boys do. That's the way we do it down south. Just kind of walking around my yard here, talking about our fruit trees. I'm so proud here. I wanted to show you our mango. I'm surprised it's actually doing this well for to be as young. So you see all these little blooms that we have on here. Look at there, you can see the tiny little mangoes starting right there. Yeah, look at there, bunches of them. And anyway, this tree just went crazy with blooms. There's more blooms here. Up there, there's blooms everywhere. So all this stuff will be turning into mango. This is my first year with mango, so my own tree. I was so proud that we got 2 here, and this is producing early. This is an apple mango. So they are sweet. Look at these here. Check it out, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's some there. There's some right behind it. Yeah, right in there. Then I've got these little ones. Look at here, man. I counted like 40 little tiny mangoes. Now, of course, I don't know a lot. I'm sure I'll get a lot of response here from people. So, anyway, I'm proud of that. And then my coconut tree is not a dwarf, but it is already getting ready to produce here. On that right side, let's see if we can, yeah, the left side there and the right side, that one is wrapped up in there, that's going to be a little coconut. So yeah, man, there, brother, I'm loving it too. Get my little sitting areas out here, relaxing, doing more medical stuff here in Philippines. I figured I'd kind of give a little rundown of some of the things to try and help you guys out about looking for certain medical type things here. A big one for that we've encountered or ran into or crashed into, whatever the hell you want to call it, is finding the right doctor, you know, for you know, everything. We actually, I told you before, I had some liver issues, and I actually had a tumor in my liver before, 5 centimeters, and they took care of it in the U.S. through an embolism and got rid of it. So anyway, it's related to cirrhosis of the liver. So, and it's not from drinking heavily. They said it basically came from like Hep C is what it came from, and that was cured in 2018 with ribavirin, and it was another one, I'm not sure, but anyway, it was a 90-day treatment. They got rid of that, but I still remain with cirrhosis of the liver, so it's maintenance now. So to find a good liver doctor, our gastrologist here, we actually went to one, and I won't call his name because he ticked me off because he wound up charging me double for endoscopy for banding on my varices veins because they get swollen sometimes whenever you have it's hyperportal tension, they call it. So I'm not over all my medical issues yet. I'm still feeling tired. I can walk maybe, which is great. Some days half a day, you know, and that's not real like out jogging like Schwarzenegger or something like that. That's just kind of walking around town and staying active and stuff. So it's been 7 months. So now it's probably, they said it can last up to a year. So I'm struggling with, you know, that there as well. But I am doing a different diet. You know, my diet now consists of, it's almost like a carnivore diet, keto diet combination. Number one, no alcohol, no sugars, watching out for carbohydrates and stuff like that. So these types of things here is what really makes your liver work. So with cirrhosis, I'm really trying to take care of myself. So anyway, getting back to my thing, I went to this one doctor here, and it turned out he was, I think, just a money grab. And I think it's because foreigners, it's a lot of foreigners that are coming in here. For example, I went to Ace Hospital today to get a CT scan. Well, 4 months ago, I went to get a CT scan, and it was $150, 15,000 pesos. Today, it is, no, excuse me, it was $150, so it was 7,500 pesos. I think that's right. Anyway, it was $150. So now it was 15,000. So you're looking at $300. So instead of 150, so it's doubled in price. And of course, this is what I'm hearing in Dumb and Getty because of the foreigners here and stuff. Everything is doubling, tripling, going up higher and higher and higher. So it may not be the best place for you to go. Also with, I've been trying to, you know, in case something ever happened and I had another issue with my liver, I've been trying to find a good liver doctor, where there's St. Luke's and Manila, of course, and then there's also some doctors in Cebu that you know, we've contacted. But you know, of course, with your emergency fund, you just can't keep running and making trips and doing consultations and all that. So trying to just get a rough estimate or idea of what it would cost, you know, is almost impossible. So we've contacted a doctor in Thailand as well, which I've heard the medical field over there is far superior. You know, going back to the US is not going to cut it because it's even harder to get on insurance now. Cost of living, everybody who knows that. Well, I mean, we did that. That's one of the reasons we decided to transfer here. Plus, all my kids are here. They love it here. Our house is here. And I'm not leaving my kids. I'm not, you know, gonna sacrifice their dreams because, you know, all three of my kids now are getting into diving. Elvis is a dive master instructor. He's getting ready to go into technical diving, so that's big money for him, you know, in the future. My daughter Princess now, she is also down there at her age. She's like a year or so away, so she's done her open water and I think rescue and a few other things, and she's learning everything she can. She's watching and learning. And then my youngest son Jammer, he as well is also he's got his open water, and I think he's got his rescue too, but he's young. He's only 13, so he's got a while. But if they can get into this right now, you know, this will be something here that they can, number one, they'll enjoy it. So, you know, it won't be really like a job, you know. So, you know, I wanted them to do that. They want to stay here. So, you know, we're planning on staying here and let them do that. So in the meantime, back to my subject, we're trying to figure out what's the best doctors and stuff here. So what I'm seeing is Cebu has a few more. There are none here in Dumb and Getty because I have hyperportal tension. So hyperportal tension is a condition to where your varices veins or any operation, if you start bleeding, you can actually bleed out. So they don't have a team here, which, you know, I'm finding out now. So that requires going to Cebu, which who knows if you could even get over there in the middle of the night or something like that. So anyway, I'm trying to make the best decisions here, you know, for me and my family. I know I'll get a lot of comments about, well, just go do this, just go spend the money and all that, but you know, we've used a lot of our money already on the GBS we had. We have our other properties that we are saving for emergencies, and we have our house, and all these things are paid for. So we really don't want to have to touch those right now. So anyway, we're looking just a general idea of cost. You know, we've heard Elo hospitals are great. We've heard, you know, a lot about, like I say, St. Luke's. But for me to get around up there by myself, you know, it's real hard. You know, my wife's real busy. Somebody's got to take care of the kids here because two of them are still in school, maybe when school's out. But, you know, it's things like this you kind of need to prepare for. So anyway, looking for your right doctors. If you have a complicated issue, you know, I would highly recommend that you know, start looking somewhere in Cebu or Elo. You know, I've heard it's top hospitals, and it's not as expensive as it is down here. I mean, this is a beating ground for foreigners right now, being overcharged everywhere, you know, because they know we're here and they know we like certain products and certain things and stuff, and they know that medical procedures, we have to have them done. So without insurance or whatever, you know, they're charging you. You know, it's nothing about the country. It's nothing about the people. It's just the love of money, which we all know the Bible says is the greatest thing of all. I mean, I even thought myself, you know, if there wasn't money and the greed and the love of money, I mean, I'm actually going to do another video here soon about how Philippines has changed in 20 years since I was first here. A lot has changed, and not just price-wise. So anyway, you know, select your medical. You know, this place up here is the best therapy I have right now for quiet. I mean, we went to Dumb and Getty today, and it's insane, man. The traffic's insane. I mean, I want to pull my goddamn hair out, man. You know, God. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. People, you know, I don't know if I'll ever warm up to that because, you know, it's like they drive blind, you know, and I've covered this before, and a lot of other foreigners and stuff like that. But I mean, I have a truck and I have a car, which the car's getting serviced right now, so it's perfect for going in traffic and all. But for the truck, it's a lot more blind spots on it, and man, I tell you, people just cutting in front of you and all that kind of stuff. I tell my wife, even having a truck here, it's scary. So I would recommend, you know, I've had a couple subscribers ask me, what do you think, motorcycle or a car? You know, and I would recommend a car. If you're going to get a small car to where you can see and you can zip in and out, that's perfect. Motorcycles are great as well, you know, as long as you've got keen senses. You know, I drive with tunnel vision, so, you know, if I see a hole, I'm shooting right through it. Don't slow down. You know, get ahead of it. Get ahead of these little clusters of motorcycles and stuff like that. In other words, I hate city. I ain't no city boy. I hate city driving and all that crap. So I spend a lot of my time here at the place, and that's why I wanted to show y'all some of our fruit trees that I'm so proud that they're coming out. So the water shortage up here is still continuing. Zero rain. We got a lot of good comments about, you know, storing water and stuff. You know, we can store it with gutters, and I'm a resourceful survival type person. You know, me and my son Jammer, he's already learned how to work all the backup things that we have. We're looking into solar. We're looking into, we have a generator, you know, different things, because man, I tell you what, if they run out of water in the mountain or wherever the computer's shut down, you got no water, you ain't got nothing. You know, so I mean, I ain't preaching doom and gloom, but I'm preaching fair warnings, you know, to foreigners that are coming over here. I mean, for instance, I'll tell you, I went today to do a CT scan on my liver, and also doing blood work on that, and then they said maybe we need to repeat a endoscopy or whatever for the banding, and then an x-ray, and you're talking $1,000. That's $1,000. If your pension is only $1,500, $2,000, you just wiped out a big chunk of that. So that's going to be very hard to manage here. That's where that having $50,000, I said before like 20 to 50, but I'll say now a solid 50, you know, to be able to even travel somewhere else like Thailand. But anyway, like I say, I'm not trying to, I know y'all like the funny side, y'all like the crazy G-man. Yeah, that's right. You know, so he's still here. You know, it's just I'm the type person to where I work everything out. I play every angle, you know, listen to 100 people, and then I form my own opinion. And once I got my plan into play, then I can relax. I can go back and start having fun and stuff like that. So that's just the type of person I am. I want to make sure my kids are safe, my wife is safe, you know, and try and live life every day, like, you know, like it's your last or whatever. But anyway, y'all got any comments or suggestions? You know, like I say, I am looking for a good quality liver doctor, you know, that I can go to in case I ever do have a tumor, to where they could do, I think in the U.S. they did embolism, radiation beads and stuff. Now I think there's a lot of new procedures out there. I've heard they freeze it. I heard they also they have drugs now that reverses cirrhosis. You know, so it's been 3-4 years since I've actually was in a U.S. hospital. So and I walked out with a clean bill of health. That's when we came to Philippines. So I figured if we're going, this is the best time to go. So anyway, you crazy guys out there, you crazy girls, thanks for watching. You got to excuse the G-Man's hair. I've been swimming, and it's kind of hard to maintain that beautiful hairdo, man, whenever you're coming out of that pool. But I just keep going back in. It's addictive right now, man. It's so hot, I can walk out my door at midnight and just fall in the pool, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we are still living the dream. And everybody take it. All right, all right, all right.